Daaji is the president of Sri Ramchandra Mission. He is the current master of lineage of Shivaji Masters and founder and global guide of Heartfulness Institute. And many of you in this room and elsewhere know me as the CEO of STC Global Services, and many accomplishments, many successes, they think will be success and growth. But I have to tell you, honestly, nothing is more important and nothing is really compared to the peace and a sense of feeling at home in his presence when I am with River Daaji. So I request all of you, I invite all of you to welcome him and receive River Daaji and his transmission with open mind, open heart, and experience the peace within, which can lead us to pursuit of our legal and our real life. Most precious gift of life in a humble way to contribute to the Telugu community, to the various Indian diaspora, humanity at large, is the gift of our master with us now. Thanks for so many people here, Hari, the ABR team, and everybody else giving this opportunity to present our Daaji, introduce our Daaji to this team. Lord Daaji, grateful to you for honoring with your presence, making time on your busy day at this time of the night, 9:30 for you. And please take over. Thank you. Thanks again, Daaji, for being here with us.
Thank you, Madhava Garu, ATA President, the Board of Trustees and our leadership team, and many more joining from all over the globe, especially Telugu communities. My great master, Pujya Babuji Maharaj, he began his work starting from Deccan Plateau. He first arrived in Hyderabad. He was actually well settled in a city called Shahjahanpur in Uttar Pradesh. But the orders from above were such that he should begin his work from Deccan Plateau, and he began from Hyderabad. And coincidentally, when I also began my succession saga, the work began also with Hyderabad. And when I interact with lots and lots of people from this part of the world, when I compare it with my home, a village from Gujarat, I studied in Gujarat, spent my youth in Gujarat, and spent most of my time, almost 25 to 30 years, in New York City, running a pharmacy business. Interacted with all kinds of people, but I do find there's a special culture, there's a special appetite. Appetite that you cannot just fulfill just like that. I have seen Telugu speaking people, Telugu communities. They are easily maneuverable. They are like, how to put it? They're like sponges. Left in the Adhyatmic world, they suck it up so much of this spiritual energy from wherever they go. They go to temple, they go with faith. They go to any holy shrine, they go with the faith. They take up a book, even if it is a Newsweek, or even if it is a Time magazine, they'll ensure that your foot don't touch the books, and they value literature, Vidya, so much. And that is very touching. And there are plus signs, there are minus signs as well, because just as you are a sponge and go on pulling things without discrimination, you also succumb to influence of bad gurus. We have all kinds of gurus all across India. Number one thing to be careful about is this guru looking for something from you? Run away. Because gurus are supposed to serve us. My Guruji used to say, when someone asked him this one small question, that Guruji, I already have a Guru. I am from such and such a village, and we have a common Guru for the entire village, and we worship him. Is it okay that I accept you as my Guru, but what will happen to my previous Guru? So my Guruji told him very nicely that, look, you continue with your Guru. Give him the Guru Dakshina all as you can, as per the tradition. But take my services. Take me as your servant. So this is a lofty culture we have. Brahma Vidya can never be sold. Brahma Vidya is imparted free. There is no fee in the beginning, but we pay Guru Dakshina with our life. That is a spiritual call. Who has a spiritual call of such an order? Do you have a true appetite, or just because someone says it's good? Of course, the relationship begins because someone says so. You go to a particular restaurant because someone recommended you. Oh, it's a nice restaurant. And when we go there, then we prove it to ourselves after taking the meal there that yes, the service is good, ambience is good, food is good, it's fresh, and it's more reasonable. I think at least that much of discrimination or viveka has to be applied with religious affairs. We should not blindly believe just because somebody is a guru. No. This blind faith has destroyed our country so much. Even a belief that I believe in God, that has also created so much of problem, because once you say, oh, I believe in God, then what happens next? Your search will end right then and there. You think I believe, so it is enough. So your search will not go further, more than that. So belief may be good, but it must not end there. See? We must have a scientific bent of mind even towards spirituality. All our sages of the past, be it Sandilya, be it Narada, be it Rishi Vasistha or Atri Muni, or so many, we have pantheon of rishis. All of them, they tested their guru. Shishya taking the exams of a guru and then coming to his conclusion that yes, guru is worth following, otherwise don't follow. And what is the test of a guru? Or will he increase or double up my business? Will he cure the COVID of my, so-and-so? Or will he give peace of mind to me? Or will he remove the stress and blood pressure or cancer from me? It's all possible, but these are not the tests on which you can rely. By fluke, there are always 50% chances of your business going up or going down. Even when you toss a coin, there are 50% chances. And if 50% chances are there and you are with the wrong person and with such a determination, you flip a coin and your business goes up, then what will happen? You will become enslaved to a wrong guru because you flipped a coin on a wrong side. And many things like that can happen in our lives. A true test of a guru is, can he make me experience the ultimate here and now during my lifetime? Can I have God realization? Can I have Brahma Vidya here and now? Can I at least experience a little bit of peace in my heart? Then associating with such a guru is the beginning. And with such a beginner's relationship, it can mature into an eternal relationship, you see. Then guru would take a back seat and present his devotee or his shishya to God. and say, God, this is my dakshina to you. And gurus, they can never become a beggar in front of you. Remember that. There are people who come and charge you, and you know how many gurus have come to you. They stay with you, and in order to stay with you, they will charge you some money. In order to have meals, dinner or lunch at their table, they'll charge you some X amount of money. Driving him around in your vehicle, they'll charge you X amount of money. Flying to some Mansarovar, they'll charge you X amount of money. I think yoga has become a kind of udyoga, and we have to be careful. Atta is responsible in some way, I think. Atta is a cultural organization, if I'm not mistaken, to inculcate our values, our Indian culture, our Indian values, bringing many families together so we can respect and honor each other because we are like-minded people, and allowing the community to grow. With a foundation of spirituality, it will only strengthen the community. See, partying, drinking, dancing away, Adhyatmikta is not against it. It says, okay, go with making money, spend it wisely. If you can make million today and you have the capacity of making billion, make it, but spend it wisely and earn it honestly. That's all that spirituality is demanding. See, material life and my spiritual life must go hand in hand, integrated. See, I can be very successful, and I have been very successful, but what if my spiritual wing of life was short? One wing of material life is very long and my spiritual wing is so short. What will happen to such a life? Can you imagine a bird with one long wing and one short wing? It will go round and round. See? And that's what is happening with us. Going round and round is nothing but life and death going in one circle instead of going straight up, what we call liberation, or going beyond liberation, you see. And I can tell you from my personal experiences that business world is not standing against spirituality, or spirituality is not against the business world. They can easily be integrated. You have many examples. Hari is there, Madhava Garu is there, and there are many communities you'll find across the globe who are practicing meditations of one sort or the other. And everybody's experience is the same, that yes, we can meditate at the same time, we can also coexist with material proliferation. See? And in fact, good-hearted people should make a lot of money. Imagine good-hearted people don't make money. Then you're leaving that avenues open to the bad people, terrorists, gundagiris, isn't it? Similarly, politics also. Politics is now considered, oh, good people say, oh, we will not enter the politics. Why not? If good people don't enter the politics, only bad will continue running it. Same thing with spirituality, you see. Spiritual people say, oh, I will not do business, or I will not marry, or I will not do this, or I will not do that. What is wrong with politics? What is wrong with business? If your heart is God-oriented, nothing prevents you. And we have so many examples. All these sages and saints, kings like Raja Janakas, they're glorious examples. Vasishtha is an ordinary family man. Similarly, Atri Muni, similarly, Ashtavakara's father. And I think it is possible that I can meditate every morning, I can meditate every evening, and remain absolutely meditative 24/7 without any interference into my day-to-day life. In fact, Our day-to-day regular life, we call material or bhautik jivan, can actually be embellished, can actually be intensified with the practice of meditation. And that's why Lord Krishna speaks so boldly about it, that only through yoga all your activities can excel. If a child is meditating, if a teenager is meditating, if an adult is meditating, if husband and wife holding their hands together and meditate together, imagine the society. We can change it. There is so much of bankruptcy at a morality level, at a character level in a lot of people. I think this bankruptcy can be avoided by following this message from Lord Krishna, that it is through yoga only that we can excel in all our activities. Even a failure will look like a success moment you become spiritual. And I'm not talking of becoming religious, because there's a big difference between a religious person and a spiritual person. And the story doesn't end there. But that is for some other time. We can always discuss how different is spirituality from religion. See, if you all have time, maybe we can walk you through this process and help you experience meditation. It will take me about 20 minutes of relaxing you and get you into right frame of meditation. Later on, you can always seek help from preceptors. We have almost more than 100 Telugu speaking preceptors or trainers in North America. You can connect with them. We have a directory. We also have heartfulness.org, a website through which you can request who all are the trainers, or if there is an ashram or a meditation center in your pin code or zip code. Back home also, if you like to connect your family members with such trainers, we have the largest presence of trainers in both the states, in Andhra as well as in Telangana. Since we began sometime in 1945, the work in, especially then it was only Andhra Pradesh. Unfortunately, it got divided, and now you see. Anyway, that is another chapter. Okay, Madhava Garu or Hari, can we begin now with the relaxation and meditation, if you all agree, or you have some questions? We can tackle questions now.
Okay, do the relaxation. Let's start the relaxation and meditation.
I can start. Okay, all right. All right, okay. So I'll give you some instructions as we go along. Kindly, before we proceed, don't let your phones disturb you. So even if they are in vibratory mode, just if you can, don't let it tickle your thighs. Gently close your eyes, please. And have your attention towards the feet. Imagine energy from Mother Earth is entering, helping you relax. Permit this energy to enter through your feet. Feel the relaxation in your heels and lower legs. Allow this energy to move up to your calf muscles and your knees and thighs. Now your hip area. Permit this energy to move up to your lower back, helping lower back relax. And your upper back. Allow this energy to move in the front, your abdominal muscles and your chest area. Now your shoulders. Feel your shoulders melting away, almost melting away and becoming lighter. Permit this energy to descend into your biceps, your elbow, lower arms, palms, and your fingers. Okay. Now pay attention to your neck muscles. Feel them relaxed. Now let the energy move further up, entering your jaws, helping you relax your jaws. Your lips, all your facial muscles, your nose and your eyebrows and eyelids, your forehead, your earlobes, feel them all becoming lighter and relaxed. And now top of your head. Now please scan your whole system from top to toe. If there is any area of your body which is still stressed, you can revisit, prayerfully allowing the energy from Mother Earth to do its work. Help it relax. Okay, having relaxed now, we are ready to meditate. We meditate on the presence of divine light, which is already there in our hearts. So let's pay attention towards our heart. Imagine that this divine light is already present and is attracting my attention inward. Some of you might get a lot of thoughts. It's okay. It's advisable not to fight with your thoughts. Just remind yourself that, look, I'm meditating right now. So we'll continue with this for another 15-20 minutes. Let's meditate. तो बस कीजिए. Okay, so just glad you could all participate, and whenever you do get a chance, most of our visits to India, they are like flying visits. Nevertheless, we are just 40 minutes from Hyderabad airport. If you are from other parts other than Hyderabad, you can stay at our ashram, because often we land at international airports in India past midnight and looking for hotels, etc. We have good residential facility at Kanha, which is one of the, I would say, it's the largest meditation hall in the world. And we can accommodate 40,000 people who can stay in one go. We have 4-star hotel also at our premises. So this can become your stopover for rest before you can either go to Nalgonda or Guntur or Warangal or Prakasam district. So I heartily welcome you all. We also are launching another app called Heart in Tune, which is ready for downloading. This app is when you need an assistance from a trainer on diving deeper with this meditational experience. Also, it can answer a lot of questions, practical questions that may arise on a day-to-day basis. If nothing else, you don't want to be part of this app or anything, you can directly ask Madhava Garu or Sova, his dear wife. And there are many trainers across North America, or if you feel like, you can always write to me. My address is kamlesh@heartfulness.org. Any question you have, I'll be very happy to answer. And if you have any question now, this is the moment.
Basic question. Yeah, the basic question, Daaji, for me, I don't have any knowledge of spirituality at all, but from the past, whenever the people talk of meditation, they tell to sit in a particular environment and close your eyes and concentrate more on your breathing. So in this first session meditation, I haven't heard about breathing at all. So can you address how this meditation is different from those kind of
Okay, I will try. See, you already say you concentrate on your breath. According to my Guruji, what can you concentrate on? He would ask you such a question. What are you concentrating on? Then the answer would say, oh, I'm concentrating on whatever, either this God's figure or that God's figure or goddess's figure or object or a flower or a deepam or a breath. These are all imaginations, as well as some items are known. For example, if I had to imagine Lord Krishna, how would you imagine Lord Krishna? Something that you have not even seen. How can you concentrate on an object that you have never seen? Concentration is possible only on known things. When we are approaching God, we should be honest enough in confessing one fundamental thing, that my God, I don't know you. If you already knew God, then there is no point seeking God. Then you're a lucky fellow. Since I don't know you, I cannot presume that you are like Lord Jesus or like Moses or Shiva or Sankara or Ganapati or whatever, and whatever imaginations we can have, it will give us a false satisfaction. So we need to have unbiased approach and never concentrate. Concentration is a product of meditation. Concentration is not a process. Thinking is a process. Thinking on one object. And here, the object of our meditation is a supposition that divine light is already present in my heart. It's a supposition, like, in maths, we used to solve, if you remember, mathematics axioms, where we would suppose that this plus this or this minus this. And in the end, we either prove it or disprove it. Likewise, we begin with this supposition in our heart that divine light is present in my heart. And we are not imagining divine light, but we are waiting with a lot of love for God to reveal that light, His presence. And it would always come by helping us experience. I can say, out of so many of you who are there, most of you, I would say, 99% of you would be feeling lighter. You would also feel some burden has been lifted off your system. And you'll feel at peace. You'll feel calm after every meditation. Even though you may not have been able to fully focus your mind or remain absorbed in your meditation. But the end result is always this. And it goes on incrementally improving. You become more and more light to the extent you can digest, to the extent you can tolerate this level of calmness or lightness. But not all can withstand even peace. You ask your child or your teenage children, can you withstand peace for such a long time? You leave them in some silent place for a month. They'll say, what the hell have you done to me? I can't withstand this silence. Some people are so much used to this noise. So the need to tolerate peace, need to tolerate some level of lightness, need to tolerate some level of tranquility. So as we become more and more sensible, more and more, I would say, pure and simpler, more and more doses of this divinity descends in our heart. Breath is a physiological phenomenon, see? And you remain diverted to breath without any feelings or bhakti or love for God. See? Meditation on the heart promotes love for God. See? That's a fundamental difference. And this heartfulness way of meditation is aided with transmission, with pranahuti. And it is this pranahuti which is a game changer. It helps us dive deeper into state of samadhi as we move on further into our practice. Those of you who are really, really, really serious about spirituality and would like to change the atmosphere in the house altogether, meditate with your spouse, meditate with your children, and see how it changes the atmosphere and how it becomes a really spiritual atmosphere in the house. It becomes like a temple, holy place. Your house will become like a temple. You don't have to run around visiting temples. Yourself can become a temple of God. It is only because of this pranahuti that we are able to experience this all-pervasiveness of God. Okay. Next question, please.
I have one question. First of all, thank you so much for taking time and coming into our board meeting and giving us a wonderful insight on the spirituality. I heard you were saying a failure also can be a success in the spirituality. How is it possible?
What is the question?
You were saying in the speech. A failure also can be a success in the spirituality.
Ah, okay.
How is this possible?
Oh, good. I knew someone will ask such a question, how failure becomes a success. You know, I'll give you an example. Sometime it goes back 1978. It was the last day in my final year of pharmacy, my last paper examination. That was on pharmacology. And it being the last day of my exams and in the college, I thought, let me ask this girl that, whom I loved so much that I would like to offer her, I would like to marry you. I loved her tremendously, see. And I take her out one evening from her hostel. We go for a walk. And I propose her. She reluctantly says, Kamlesh, I cannot. I said, didn't indulge with many reasons. But then I told her, I do understand. But you can imagine my condition, what so much of expectation was there. We were so friendly over 2-3 years of period. Of course, the intimacy that people consider in modern days of friendship, that intimacy was not there. It was just hello, hi, but openness was there. I felt as if the earth was moving below my feet, and I felt a bit dizzy at that time. See? And immediately, I went to my meditation trainer, a lady named Draupadi Devi Agrawal from Ahmedabad. She was my trainer. And I was in the same city at that time. So I approached her that, Madam, I proposed someone and I really don't feel good and tomorrow I have exam. What to do? She said, please don't meditate today. Don't even study tonight. And I will pray for you. I said, okay. And I really, literally speaking, I went to my hostel, went to sleep. Next day, go give the exams. And in that subject, I had the gold medal. That very moment when she said, don't worry, because of her nature, because of her elevated state of spirituality and her state of vibrations gave me so much of confidence that the sadness which was on this side immediately swung to the other side and I became absolutely carefree. of course. Such wounds of love, they die hard, they heal very slowly. But you learn something out of it, not as a learning, but you become something out of the whole process. How to put it in words? I can't. But that failure, I don't consider that as a failure, nor do I have any sort of resentment or bad feelings towards this lovely person. May she be happy wherever she is, and I am where I am today. And it also pushed me in some direction towards spirituality also. So some level of failure, I think it makes you humble also, you see. Some level of failure makes us see the reality of life, that see, despite of my efforts, I can still fail. And despite of no amount of efforts, sometimes the success also comes. It's God's grace or the circumstances, whatever you like to call it. We can learn from our failure more than our success. You revisit all your lessons in life. What has taught you the most? I hope I was able to answer you. Yeah? Okay.
There are some questions. I think they will send an email later.
Most welcome.
They will meet in person, Karna. Next meeting is in December. At the time, I think some of us will come and stay there for 2 days and experience the difference. Thank you really for joining this one. Being here to listen.
Wonderful, wonderful. You're all welcome to Kana and practice. You will not regret. I'm telling you, you will never regret this place.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
a
you,
lot.
guys. Thank you for having me with you all. Thank you.
Yeah, it was very grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Namaste. Good night.
లెగరా మనకాహ్వానమంటోంది ఆట వాషింగ్టన్ డీసీ వీధులు పోటెత్తాలి జాతిని జై కొట్టాలి
ఆకాశమే అక్కై అలరించే ఈ వేదిక ప్రతివారికి ఆహ్వానమంతమే రండిగా
కళల వైభవం యువత ప్రాభవం అట్ట మహోత్సవం జరాలి అందరం చూడాలి సుందరం రెండేళ్ల కోసం భరం విచ్చేసిన తారాలోకం వినోద విన్యాసాలు వచ్చేసిన ప్రతిభకు ఇచ్చే సన్మాన ప్రోత్సాహాలు తెలుగు ఐక్యత కిరియాట చేసే వ్రతం చూడ పలికింది నీకు సుస్వాగతం వాషింగ్టన్ డీసీ వాషింగ్టన్ డీసీ వాషింగ్టన్ డీసీ వీధులు పోటెత్తాలి రా